Howdy everyone, David here with TabletopPing.net, and this is a continuation of my Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Player's Handbook class reviews. And this video pertains about the Bard. Now the Bard, as you can see, has 5 pages, and the art is beautiful, and it pertains about the Bard. And if you have the Dungeons & Dragons basic rules, you're going to say to yourself, well, how come I don't have the Bard in here? Well, that's because you actually have to have the Player's Handbook to be able to have the information on the Bard, because that is not included. So you are going to need the Player's Handbook to have this information. Now the Bard is pretty much a jack of all trades. They get music, they get the ability to fight, and they also get to cast spells. And they get to cast spells from the Wizard spell pool, the Cleric spell pool, and also the Druid spell pool. So that's why they have that coin term, Jack of all trades. So when you start a Bard, you can see that there's several paragraphs of information on how to influence your Bard. You're going to see that the Bard, when you create a character in 5th edition, every class gets what's called class features. And these class features enhance your character. And every time you level, or almost every time you level, you gain more benefits that you can add on to your character. Much like, you get racial features as well. So, when you start a Bard, you start with a hit dice of a D8. You also see here that you're going to have your proficiencies between armor, weapons, tools. Their saving throw proficiencies are dexterity and charisma, and they get to choose any 3 skills at the start. There's also a quick little equipment list here where you can start with whatever options that you like. And when we go into the features, you're going to see that the Bard gets spell casting. And that's actually a pretty important mechanic of the Bard, because they do, it's like I said, they're a jack of all trades, and they get to fight and they get to cast magic. So the Bard does get a list of cantrips, as you can see, and also on the matrix here at the top of the next page, you'll be able to see that how many cantrips that they know, how many actually spells that they know, and then the amount of spell slots per day per spell level that they can expend. So that's really nice. And then for levels 1 through 20, every time you level, it will actually tell you what you get. So the way that 5th edition is set up for the classes, it doesn't leave you in the dark on what you're going to get as your character progresses in levels, which is really nice. So to continue on with spell casting, you're going to see that you have spell slots, which we've already showed you on the matrix. You're going to get spells known of 1st level and higher, so you're basically going to start with 4 1st level characters, and then the matrix will show you that it just goes up and up and up from there. You're also going to get your DCs, which is basically how someone makes a saving throw against you, and also how you attack against others. And your primary stat that determines that is your charisma. You also get ritual casting. And ritual casting is if a spell is labeled that it can be cast as a ritual, you'll be able to do that. And also you're going to get your spell casting focus, which means that you can use a musical an instrument. And starting at level 1, you also get your Bartok Inspiration, which is basically how you can inspire others with words of music. And when you do use your Bartok Inspiration, you can choose one person, I believe it's within 60 feet, and this person, once every X amount of rounds, will get to have an additional dice roll added on top of their D20 roll if needed. So that's sort of like a nice little perk that would bond you with another character or another creature, maybe a creature that's not in your party. So you're also going to get at level 2, you're going to get Jack of all trades. At level 2, you're going to get the Song of Rest, which is a nice addition to the Bard. At 3rd level, you're going to get to choose a Bard college to be associated with. And in D&D 5e, every class has archetypes, which kind of gives the classes more favor. And for the Bard, they're called the colleges, and there's 2. There is the College of Lore, which basically makes it to where you're more versed in spells. So it's more of a magic-based type of like college. And then there's the College of Valor, which basically adds more, I would say it makes you more of a fighter. It gives you like an extra attack and whatnot. So that's at level 3, so you'll get to choose that, which is really nice, and it stacks on top of the base Bard stuff. Now at 3rd level you're also going to get expertise. Also at 4th, 8th, 12th, 16th, and 19th level you're going to get to choose an ability score improvement. And what this is in 5th edition, you get to put 2 points into one stat, or you can put 1 point into 2 stats, as long as you don't take those stats over 20. And there's an optional feature here in the player's handbook as well, if your dungeon master allows it, to where you can forego taking your ability score improvement points, and you're allowed to take a feat. But that is an optional rule, and it's up to your dungeon master. Also, at 5th level, you're going to get Font of Inspiration. At 6th level, you're going to get Counter Charm. At 10th level, you're going to get Magical Secrets. And at 20th level, you're going to get Superior Inspiration. Now, like I mentioned back at 3rd level about the Bard colleges, this means that you get to add additional flavor to your Bard. And the first college is the College of Lore. Like I mentioned, it's more based on magic. So you're going to gain more bonuses. You're going to get a bonus proficiency. You're also going to, at 3rd level, you're going to get Cutting Words. At 6th level, you're going to get an additional Magical Secret. And then at 14th level, you're going to get the Peerless skill. And that is everything that pertains with the College of Lore. Now with the College of Valor, which is your other choice, you also get bonuses as well. So the first one is you get another bonus proficiency. 3rd level you get Combat Inspiration. At 6th level you get an extra attack, and that basically gives you 2 attacks if you take the attack action, which is really nice. And then at 14th level you get Battle Magic. And that's pretty much everything that pertains with the Bard. So as you can see, there's lots of great, bardic type of art. You have your matrix here, all of the information that you need to play a Bard. And I hope this has actually helped you out if you really did not know what was entailing with the Bard. So go out and get that player handbook. It's a great class to play, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to leave a comment below. Also feel free to subscribe to the channel. And until next time, my name is David with tabletopping.net, and good gaming.